Oh my goodness. What do we call this? Synchronicity? Welcome, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy New Year. I was just thinking, as you all know, that I do live every Wednesday, and it happens the first day of January 2025. New Year, we also have it happens to be on Wednesday. So, Happy New Year to everyone. Let me make Payman a moderator. So, I have so much to share with you, and what a pleasure to start the 2025 to be with everyone. Yes, Happy New Year to everyone. Okay, so today I was thinking to do a guided meditation, right? To do the final cleansing for the whole planet and ourselves, including there. And then also, I wanted to talk to you guys about what should we leave behind on 2025 and what should we start, right? Payman, thank you for buying badges. Oh, Payman is already sharing the prosperity. He's buying badges. Happy New Year. Good to see everyone. All right. So, what I want us to contemplate on for a few seconds at the moment is that how do you feel when you listen to the word surrender and also aligning? How do you feel about these two words? When we constantly hear surrender to the universe and also align yourself and let go. How do you feel? For the majority of us, we just get irritated, right? So today, I would like to start the year 2025 by changing the meaning of with aligning to the universe, to forget about the universe and just start practicing, for God's sake, how to be joyful. So, this is my new resolution that I was in my meditation yesterday. I got this that you don't need to really work that hard. You don't need to align yourself with anything, including universe, God, higher self, or whatever. And you don't need to do anything. Just be joyful. And then I've been sitting on this, I've been contemplating what brings me joy. How can I be joyful? So, could you please write down in the comments right now? Please wake up, be active, be engaging, and write it down for me. What is or what are the things that makes you joyful? What brings joy in your life? And I'm going to share mine with you. Number one, don't steal it from me because it's mine. Secondly, I was thinking that if you have to name every single thing that brings joy in your life, and I want to check in, look into your activities, to your daily activities. I want to look into your hobbies so I can see what brings you joy. But honestly, when I thought about it, funny enough, as silly it is, working brings me joy. What planet did I come here? I thought I was coming with a what was it? What did they tell me? Where was I coming from? Stardust and whatever. I know that the Pleiadians are the one who are working with me for many, many, many years. Yes, Pleiadians are the one who are giving me suggestions about how to go and work on planet Earth. But working brings me joy. When I create something, when I'm thinking about starting a new webinar, when I'm thinking about doing this thing that I'm starting pretty soon to get the whole world in shape, including myself, to exercise daily, to do more breath work, to do more meditation, to be more mindful, to dance more, to celebrate life for every single thing. So, can you please write down for me, you humans on planet Earth? Nijan, thank you so much for buying badges. You seem kind of new. NAYN 3007. Thank you, Marol, for buying badges. Okay, so let's get engaging. Let's get focused. I don't need to align myself with anything anymore. I don't need to work hard. All I need to do is to be joyful. So the question is, I want you guys to write down what brings you joy. For me, because I'm superhuman, you know that, right? When I wake up in the morning, the first thing my robotic mind think about is a cup of coffee. That brings me joy. When I make my coffee and I go outside and it's still dark, yes, I used to wake up at 4 a.m. and now it happens that it's kind of like 2 a.m. ish or 3 a.m. I make my cup of coffee and I go outside. It's chilly. Yes, in LA, it's pretty chilly at midnight, 2, 3, 4 a.m. And then it starts to warm out around 9 or 10 when the sun comes up. But when I go outside, I look at the star, I read into the energy of the day, and then I make myself to be grateful. So I think about everything that I'm grateful for. So that's the first thing I do. What am I grateful for? Right? And then I count my blessing. By doing this, my mind would be totally shifted into what everything that I have versus what I do not have. Okay, so let's make this the practice that for the month of January, the only thing I am supposed to do is to be joyful and keep reminding myself what brings me joy. I want to start singing. I want to start dancing. I want to start playing more. And especially for people who are from earth signs, Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns, that we are so serious. So I'm telling all the earth sign, please, work is good, structures are good, everything is good, but give yourself a little bit playtime. All right? Okay. So, are we all ready for our guided meditation? Let's get ready. This meditation today is going to be one of the most powerful meditation that you have ever listened to and I have ever done. Why? Because this morning I got guided that in this day, first day of January, New Year, we are starting to have many, many guides from different planets and from 8 dimensions and above that are doing this meditation for us. So I would be also meditating with you guys. Okay. So remember, you want to save this live, and you want to listen to it at least once a day. Ready? Let's go. Relax your body totally and fully. Take a few deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. And let me hold your hand and take you into this beautiful place that is so mysterious, extremely green. And I want you to sit down with me and look at the picture. How beautiful and mystic this space is as though the beauty, it's so breathtaking that it looks kind of unreal. So relax and just become mesmerized by this beautiful, gorgeous nature. I'm going to take your hand and we're going to walk through 7 different rainbow color rainfall. So come with me as we are holding hand, so loving, happy, and joyful. We are being so playful, so excited, so happy. And we just walking to the first waterfall, which is red. As you and I are basking into this beautiful red waterfall, is just washing over us, and we focus on our first chakra, the root chakra. And as we basking and we see this rainfall of rain, we feel so safe and secure. And you feel so balanced. The energy of yin and yang are both becoming balanced. The masculine and feminine energy are intertwining to one another. And it's just, you feel so balanced, so uplifted. And this red rainfall is just bringing more chi, more life, longevity, health. Your blood circulation is moving so graciously. And you feel this warmth throughout your body. It's just so beautiful, this red color. And we're watching every single vein through our lymphatic system, that the blood is moving so quickly, so freely, so abundantly through our body. And you feel so warm, so wonderful. Now we're going to walk into the next waterfall, the yellow. And as we're standing under this yellow rainfall, you just feel like everything in your emotional body is just clearing. As you and I are standing under this yellow waterfall, our whole body becomes yellow. And it's just like this yellow color is washing over all your wounds, all of your past, your childhood, every pain, every sad memory, everything that happens to you, that it didn't leave a beautiful, powerful marks, now is being erased and removed. So you are willingly allowing this yellow waterfall to clear out your past from the minute you were in your mother's womb. Whatever memory, whatever collective consciousness, whatever you experience or collected from your family members, from this life, from past life, from all of your ancestors, whatever emotional energy that you have been collecting is being erased. And suddenly you and I feel like we're looking down at our stomach and we see it's totally empty. No recollection of any past memories, nothing in our subconscious mind, that depth of unconscious, it's all dissipating. It's all moving away. And then we're going to joyfully, as we holding hands, we're going to move to the next waterfall. Orange color. As I'm looking at this orange color, you and I are looking at each other. As we holding hands, we smile and we say, I am so grateful to see my ego under this bright, sunny waterfall. It becomes so clear all of a sudden. Every aspect of my ego, each identity as it arises, you notice it. Whether it was, I'm not good enough, this orange waterfall will clear and remove it. It will wash it away. Lack of self-love, unworthiness, not being enough, jealousy, competition, comparing myself to anyone else. It's all washing away one by one after another. So this orange waterfall, the color of the brightness of the sun is shining, and you're seeing your ego become so big, so inflamed, for you to just notice what part of ego identity is being removed and washed away. Is it shame? Is it feeling guilty? Is it anger? Is it lack of acceptance? Whatever it is just being moved and washed away. And I feel so egoless at this moment. The awareness of the orange light have helped me to see all these parts, all of these ego identities, and how beautifully each part, each layer, each aspect of my ego is being washed away. Take a deep breath and hold my hand as we joyfully moving under the next waterfall, which is green. Pink is the heart. And now you and I are looking at each other, surprised of how powerful, how energetically feeling the heart and being in our heart space for the first time, how beautiful, empowering this is. As you and I are becoming only heart centered, we are seeing the highest vibration that we have ever felt. Bask in this feeling of love, joy, ecstasy. And now you and I are experiencing with so much love that is emanating out. We are sending so much love out there to the planets. And it just feels so good. It feels so great to see the 3 previous waterfalls that we passed has brought us into this heart space. Is the absence of the mind, the trickster mind, and it just feels so great for the first time to experience coming from heart center. It's so empowering. And now we're going to move to the next waterfall. We're basking into this beautiful blue color. As you and I are looking up at this waterfall, high, high, high up from the mountain, this blue light is just circulating through our body, our expression of oneself, the truth, seeing the truth. This is so empowering to be able to speak from the truth. As this blue water washing over us, we realize that we have played it so small till now. We didn't allow ourselves to shine. There was so much fear and anxiousness, worrying about how am I being read to others. So much concern to speak our truth and worrying about the result of how other people would take it. But this is done and over. You are so empowered right now that you can speak your truth. No more fears. No more worrying about how it's going to come across. You just wisely, consciously, freely speaking your words. And this feels so empowering. Let's move on to the next waterfall. The color of third eye is this beautiful bluish green color. Is a dance and a mixture of blue green. And as we notice this color is washing over us, suddenly our third eye is opening. It's just like this color would totally cleanse the rosy glasses that we were wearing till now. What we were afraid to see, being scared to see and know the unknown. And now it's just like the thick curtain has been lifted up, and you, with a fresh eye, separated from the mind, you have access to all the universal secrets. You are no longer blinded by the ego and mind. It's just like it's a beautiful morning that you wake up and you wash your eyes with cold water and you dry your face, and then you look out and you can see so clearly. What an amazing feeling. With the absence of mind and ego, the six senses, without all of that, now I can truly see the truth. And it feels great. And then we move to the top, the beautiful violet waterfall. This is the place when you and I feel that how great it is if we were mindless, without the mind, without the constant chatter of the trickster mind. This feeling is so amazing. When the mind is silenced, And for the first time, you and I are experiencing how different it would feel if we are not targeted by the mind and ego. Pure silence. The ego is totally disappeared and is just you connecting to the whole consciousness. How does it feel to experience not being tortured by the mind and ego, not being attached to anything outside? You feel so free, so liberated. Liberation, liberated, so free, so empty. Stay here and enjoy it. It is here that finally you and I get it. That there is nowhere that I have to go, and there is nothing to do. If you and I just sit and consciously connect to the universe, life is happening. Life is happening without you and I putting any effort. How do you think life has happened when you weren't here? Life has always happened and will happen with or without you and I. So now I'm really getting it. Oh, if I just sit here in this moment, real time, the real moment, and don't do anything, don't have the urge to go anywhere, don't have the urge to achieve anything, don't have the urge to walk out the ladder. If I don't do any of these things and I just sit here with the absence of mind and ego, I am one with the universe. This is it. I am one. And everything exists in the whole universe. Yes, I get it. That inner world is this. Oh, Did you get an aha moment? That place, that inner world, that peace that you were looking for is as simple as this. And when you get connected, when you become one with the universe, you hear the universe guiding you every step of the way. Don't assume that God, Creator, the universe, has an unusual voice. No, it does not. The whisper of the universe is very gentle. It's just like you talking to yourself. Your higher self, your soul is not loud. That's the job of the ego. So when I say I get a download or I got a download, it's not like some godly voice, different and separate than me, is talking to me. On the contrary, it's just my own voice. That's why you humans get confused. Is this the ego talking or is this the soul talking? How can I differentiate these two from one another? And the answer is see how you feel. Does it feel joyful? Does it feel happy? Do you vibrate high? That's your soul speaking. When you're relaxed, when you're chilled, when you're cool, you just going through your life and your day in this calm, non-attached to people, events, or circumstances. That's when you come from heart and soul. And when you come from the mind and ego, there is a lot of anxiousness, wave of up and down, roller coaster. Your vibration is low. Your existence in life, it's not enough. There's a lot of doing, lot of achieving, but it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. Okay, beautiful souls. Remember, whenever and wherever you hear this meditation, the energy is just active. Use this meditation as many times as you wish, especially since the universe is synchronicity, since the universe is showing us synchronize times, repeated numbers, and even today, first day of New Year is the day that I do my lives. Universe speak to us every single moment. If you learn to quiet down your mind, you will be hearing the universal messages and guidance. So, this is it. You can slowly open your eyes and thank you for being here. Shake yourself a little bit, shake up yourself. You might want to walk around, drink a little water, and Happy New Year. Okay, lovely people. Just to wrap up this live, let me know what you think you have to leave behind. What ego attributes no longer serving you? What should I leave behind? And write it in the comment for me. What do I want to leave behind? I think not to be a workaholic. Boo. Unless your excuse for being a workaholic is that you really truly enjoy your life. If that's your truth, okay, fine. What else do I want to leave behind? Think about it. Write it down. And what habits do you want to pick up for 2025? What are the most empowering habits you can have and start 2025? Suzanne, anger, pest, and workaholic. Okay, so what else do you want to leave behind? And what I want to do more of is to be on these Sud Gurus practice, daily practices of thought, cut, silence. Thought, cut, silence. I'm going to do more of this because I know the more I do the practice of thought, cut, silence, since I know scientifically that anyone's brain, whether it's a surgeon brain or whether it's somebody who is working in a village, never have access to a phone or social media or anything. It doesn't matter. Scientifically, the mind creates 75 to 95,000 words or chats or thoughts per day. So the practice of thought cut silence is that when I hear that my mind is trying to get my attention, when my mind is auditioning to get my attention, from the first word when it says Sudi, I cut it and I say, I'm Sud Guru. So the more I do this practice, that I catch myself, that I cut after the first word, imagine the empty space you will have eventually, and you won't reach menopause and Alzheimer's in your teens. What's happening to you? Gen Zs. Gen Zs, the Our new generations are complaining about not having enough concentration. Oops! I wonder what that is. You tell me, geniuses. If your teenagers and young adults don't have a good memory, what is that about? Because nobody is really listening to me. I keep saying, if you spending more than 20 minutes of your day and time in social media with all the trillions of data that's hitting you at every second, colors, noise, pictures, even things that we think is great and we're learning something, guess what? The hard drive is full, and I've been saying this for years. If you're getting the best information from out there, but your hard drive is full of garbage, it's not going to help you. Don't you get it? So I keep saying, this is what I do in my daily practices. This is what I do mostly at my webinars, in my retreats, to empty, empty, empty. Tell yourself, beginning of 2025, I don't need to learn anything. For the first month, I'm just going to delete, remove, and create this empty space. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do more of. My number 2 exercise. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I become conscious of is that my ego, which I have chosen a name for, my higher self name is, which I recognize, is Sudguru, and Sudhi is my ego. So when I wake up, first thing when I become conscious, the thing that I want to remember is that, oh, my ego and my mind has also awakened. So from this moment on, I said, good morning, Sudhi John. Good morning, mind. I am aware of you too. And I've been repeatedly saying that, and I'm going to keep on repeating myself. Last night I was dreaming. I have no control over my dreams. My mind, my subconscious just took me wherever, did whatever supernatural thing, right? I had absolutely no control over it. Did I? No. So, from this moment on, if I'm not watching my ego every second, the only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to move from one dream to another dream, right? So ask yourself the question, the only way, the only effective way that I know to walk out of the matrix is to be constantly aware, to choose awareness. I choose every minute. I remind myself, do I want to go back into this deep, deep sleep, or do I want to wake up? Since I have chosen long time ago that I want to be awake, then guess what my choice is? Every second I choose to be awake and to stay awake and not to go back to this deep sleep. If this is your choice, Golo Bolboliha, then these two practices of thought cut silence, watching and monitoring your ego every second, is the most important, crucial task that you should put in your agenda for 2025. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys. Happy New Year. I am wishing you for this new year to really wake up and stay awake. I love you guys, and please don't forget that. Oh, by the way, we have a surprise gift. For those of you who want to know what is the surprise gift, DM me and ask for the surprise gift that I'm offering for 2025. And please, if you haven't signed up on my new upcoming webinar, coaching, which we're going to dig deep in from our childhood, from the moment that I recognize myself as a separate being, which is 2 years old or whatever, when the ego start becoming aware of itself and its separation. We're going to start from there. Every layer of ego identification, every wound that's taken place. And yesterday, before I wrap up this live, I just remember that yesterday I had this conversation. Some of you might be wondering if Suit Guru is a spiritual guru, then why is she going to talk about childhood wounds and working on all layers of pain and suffering? And I have an answer for you. The answer is I have tried every different way that I could think of. And how many of you humans on this planet Earth have really done the practice of thought, cut, silence, and separation from the ego? Not many, right? Okay. So I'm constantly thinking, how can I bring more awareness and consciousness on the planet Earth? So the new webinar is all about finally recognizing what has happened to you, the storyline, your brokenness, your not being good enough, and all of the suffering. It starts from age 2, and now moving this way to once and for all close this chapter and don't leave any more excuse for anyone not to be on my practices. Got it? Got it. Thank you. I love you. Start the 2025 strong. More disciplines and more, I love disciplines, right? Orderly, being on time, doing everything right. I'm not saying to be stressed out, but what you're not getting is that if you really truly be disciplined, have value for time, and use time to your advantage, you won't be as stressed out, wishy washy, all over the place, ungrounded. Got it? Okay. Love you. See you next week. Bye bye, everybody. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.